Hello and welcome back to another breaking news update. My name is Jimmy Boyd and you are watching Boyd News. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. I've got some breaking news coming out here for you regarding the Houthi rebels down in Yemen. But before we get into that, I just want to apologize in advance for my voice. I've been a little bit under the weather here over the last few days. I took yesterday off to rest my voice because I was starting to lose it. So I may have to pause here and there to kind of clear my voice up a little bit, but I apologize for that. And thank you so much for your understanding and for being here today. So let's get right into the news here. So the Houthi rebels claim to have tested a hypersonic missile. And during this test, apparently it went just fine. It was a successful test. So now they have a hypersonic missile and they plan to begin production and start producing these. Okay, so this is really big news here because the Houthis have come out many times and said that they're going to have surprises for the U.S. and the U.K. who's guarding the shipping lanes, and they're going to be bringing out all kinds of different weaponry that we didn't even know that Yemen had. Supposedly, they were planning quote unquote surprises. Okay, and this might be one of them. This might be one of those surprises. So now they've got hypersonic missiles, and if you don't know what a hypersonic missile is, it's basically a missile that is very difficult to shoot down because it flies very quickly. Okay, it flies at, I don't know, like Mach 8, maybe even faster, and it makes it very difficult for air defense systems to target it and shoot it down due to the way its trajectory of the angle that it flies as well, and also the fact that it flies very fast. So very big news here that the Houthi rebels claim to have this hypersonic missile now, and we've also got some reports as well. There was more. There was an anti-ship ballistic missile that was launched into I think the Gulf of Aden or the Red Sea, and we had some UAV drones that were shot down, and then some other big news as well that supposedly the U.S. and the U.K. led some more strikes inside of Yemen that wasn't even widely reported. I really had to dig for this to find this. I found it on an Arab news media outlet, Al Mayadeen, and they claim that the U.S. and UK started bombing the Hodeidah airport. It's an international airport for civilians. Excuse me, inside of the port of Hodeidah or the town of Hodeidah, which is on the it's a port city on the coast of Yemen on the west side near the Red Sea. Okay, so supposedly we had multiple strikes, dozens of strikes actually inside of Yemen just in the last 24 hours, which is very big news that wasn't widely reported, which is very interesting. So let me get into this first here. I have a press release here on Central Command, U.S. Central Command's website, March 13th, Red Sea update. Between 2 a.m. and 4:50 p.m. Sanaa time on March 13th, Iranian-backed Houthi terrorists fired one anti-ship ballistic missile from Houthi-controlled areas of Yemen into the Gulf of Aden. The missile did not impact any vessel, and there were no injuries or damage reported. So, one anti-ship ballistic missile was fired yesterday. This was on March 13th. Okay, United States Central Command then successfully engaged and destroyed four UAVs, so unmanned aerial systems, UAV drones, and one surface to air missile in Houthi controlled areas of Yemen. So surface to air is like an anti-air missile. So it would shoot down like an airplane or something like that. So apparently they took one of those out too. I don't know what they were targeting. Maybe one of our F-18s over there or something in the Gulf of Aden. All right, so it was determined these weapons presented an imminent threat to merchant vessels and U.S. Navy ships in the region. These actions are taken to protect freedom of navigation and make international waters safer and more secure for U.S. Navy and merchant vessels. So that's the latest there from Central Command. Excuse me. And also, I'm going to give you some information here regarding this attack inside of Yemen. So let's read about this here. So U.S. and UK warplanes target Hodeidah Airport in Yemen. So this was just yesterday, March 13th. Okay. The US and UK have launched yet another joint attack on Yemen, this time targeting civilian airport in Hodeidah. So Hodeidah again is a port city on the western side of Yemen, just near the Red Sea. United States and United Kingdom-led coalition launched another aggression on coastal province of Hodeidah in Yemen, launching several strikes at western Yemen on Wednesday. Warplanes targeted the Hodeidah International Airport with four strikes, Al Mayadeen's correspondent reported. On Monday, our correspondent reported that the U.S. British aggression aircraft launched 18 airstrikes on provinces of Hodeidah and Sa'ada, west and north of Yemen. So 18 strikes here. The American and British aircraft hit the coastal province of Hodeidah on the Red Sea with 13 strikes. Among the airstrikes, 8 targeted the Al-Irj area and the Bajil district, and the Ras Isa area in Al Salif district northwest of Hodeidah. So multiple areas near Hodeidah were hit, and it looks like there was dozens of strikes here, according to Al Mayadeen. In addition, 3 strikes hit the Al Jabana area northwest of the city, and 2 airstrikes targeted the Al Taif area in the Al Duria Hami district south of the coastal province of the Red Sea west of Yemen. The U.S. British aggression aircraft also launched 5 airstrikes that hit the Takya area in the Maj district in the Sada province north of the country. So it looks like we had multiple attacks throughout Yemen just yesterday, and very interesting again because there was really no information coming out on this. Like if you go look it up, like most mainstream media weren't even reporting this whenever I was checking here. So I don't know, maybe that's just whenever I checked, I didn't really see much at the time, but definitely was not widely reported there. I had to find it on Arab news media just to get that information. I think also a lot of the attention is directed towards the Ukraine war right now. If you haven't been paying attention, there's lots and lots of stuff going on with the Ukraine war. So follow this channel. I've been putting out daily updates on what's going on over there in Ukraine. I just put out a video this morning. Massive drone attacks going on yesterday inside of Russia. So let me show you this now. This is on ABC News. Report claims Yemen Houthis have a hypersonic missile. So let's give you some more information regarding this. Yemen Houthi rebels claim to have a new hypersonic missile in their arsenal, Russia state media reported Thursday, potentially raising the stakes in their ongoing attacks on shipping in the Red Sea and surrounding waterways against the backdrop of Israel's war on Hamas in the Gaza Strip. The report by the state-run RIA Novosti news agency cited an unmanned official but provided no evidence for the claim. It comes as Moscow maintains an aggressively counter-Western foreign policy amid its grinding war in Ukraine. However, the Houthis have for weeks hinted about surprises. So here we go, surprises like what I was mentioning. They plan for the battles at sea to counter the United States and its allies, which have so far been able to down any missile or bomb-carrying drone that comes near their warships in Mideast waters. So does that mean they're going to start hitting U.S. warships with these hypersonic missiles? Very possible they're going to try to target them. And will the U.S. or the U.K. be able to shoot these down whenever they're targeted by one of these missiles? It might be very difficult for them to do so. Meanwhile, Iran and the U.S. reportedly held indirect talks in Oman, the first in months amid their long-simmering tensions over Tehran's rapidly advancing nuclear program and attacks by its proxies. So I heard about this too, that the U.S. supposedly was having indirect talks with them, with Iran, and also trying to get the Houthis to, rein in their attacks to get them to stop attacking ships in the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden. Iran, the Houthis' main benefactor, claims to have a hypersonic missile and has widely armed the rebels with the missiles they now use. Adding a hypersonic missile to their arsenal could pose a more formidable challenge to the air defense systems employed by America and its allies, including Israel. The group's missile forces have successfully tested a missile that is capable of reaching speeds of up to Mach 8 and runs on solid fuel. Okay, so if you don't know what solid fuel means, that means that the missile is filled with a fuel that can stay inside the rocket. And they don't have to fuel it up before they launch it. It can stay there for a very long period of time. And whenever they're ready to fire the rocket, they can just go ahead and fire it. They don't have to wait hours upon hours to load it up with fuel before they launch it. They put a solid fuel in there that stays inside the rocket for a very long period of time before it's ready to be launched, and they can launch it in a moment's notice. Military official close to the Houthis said, according to the IRA report, the Houthis intend to begin manufacturing it for use during attacks in the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden, as well as targets in Israel. So look at that. They're going to be attacking Red Sea ships, warships, probably U.S. warships, U.K. warships, and also Israel. They're going to be targeting Israel now with these hypersonic missiles. Mach 8 is 8 times the speed of sound. Hypersonic weapons, which fly at speeds higher than Mach 5, could pose crucial challenges to missile defense systems because of their speed and maneuverability. So, like I said, they fly very quickly, and the trajectory that they fly at, the angles that they fly at, are very difficult for modern anti-air systems to take them out. Okay, so in Yemen, Abdul Malik al-Houthi, the Houthi rebels' secretive supreme leader, boasted about the rebels' weapons efforts at the end of February, saying, "We have surprises that the enemies do not expect at all." So there you go. Is this one of the surprises? Is that they have this hypersonic missile now? Is that one of the surprises they're talking about? A week ago, he similarly warned, "What is coming is greater." Okay, so there's going to be big problems down here. I have a big feeling that there's going to be big problems down in the Red Sea now and the Gulf of Aden. The enemy will see the level of achievements of strategic importance that place our country and its capabilities among the limited and numbered countries in the world, Al-Houthi said without elaborating. So they're claiming here to have some major achievements, using these missile systems or whatever Iran's going to be giving them. They're going to be a pretty major power here, a lot bigger of a player than probably what the U.S. and other countries thought they would be. I think they're going to be a lot more powerful than they thought, and they're going to be attacking more ships. And if they start using these hypersonic missiles on ships, let me tell you right now, I really don't think majority of these ships are going to be going through the Red Sea no more. They're going to be diverting way around Africa and far away from Yemen. No one's going to want to go anywhere close to Yemen if they start using these hypersonic missiles, because if anti-ship ballistic missiles are hitting them, just generic conventional missiles are hitting the ships already, imagine when they start using hypersonic. Okay, these are going to be much more difficult to shoot down, and they're going to have a higher success rate of hitting commercial ships, hitting warships. And ultimately, this is going to create a big problem, because if a warship gets hit, just imagine the response from that. Okay, this is going to potentially turn into a war over here in the Middle East, and the U.S. could get involved here. The UK could get involved, and it's obviously not considered a war right now, but in a way, it kind of is, with the fact that these factions are firing back at each other. Right? Okay, we just had the U.S. and the UK launching strikes into Yemen just yesterday. So obviously it kind of is a war right now, but it's not a declared war. All right, so gonna have some big problems over here in the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden very soon, especially if they get these hypersonic missiles up and running here in a short period of time. And just expect more issues down here, and it's only going to get us closer just to some sort of regional war or maybe a worldwide war if this really continues here. So we'll see what the U.S. and the U.K.'s response is going to be to this, but this is not good. This is definitely bad news for everybody, okay? I'm not standing for either side here, but this is not good news. This is only going to create more tensions here and higher possibility of war, and nobody wants that right now, okay? So let me know what you think down below. Comment down below your thoughts and let us know what you're thinking. And if you got something out of this video, please smash the like button. And also, if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing down below and hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can notify you. And with that, I hope y'all have a great day. Thanks again so much for being patient with me with my voice. Everybody have a great day. Take care and God bless. See you in the next one.